started. Hey everybody, it's your girl Felicia Katzen for a new episode of In the Music. This week, y'all, we have a guest, and that's Mr. Jay Manifest. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm well. Thanks for having me on the show. How are you?
Of course, yes, I'm doing pretty good. So first things first, I wanted to know, who is Mr. Jay Manifest? Where are you from? How did you actually get into music?
No doubt. So I'm from Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. Rocky Mountain, not mountain. Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. That's eastern North Carolina. Yeah. And at like the young age of 12 or 13, I was introduced to music like through church. You know, that soul is in me. Later on in life, my oldest sister boyfriend was into music, and their father had a recording studio. So a lot of times I was with him. I was going to their recording sessions, things of that nature. They had an untimely passing. Yeah, they had an untimely passing, and they had been telling their father I had picked up, you know, some of the skills of running the studio. And from that point, once they passed, their father took me in, and I attained my first job at a recording studio at the age of 13, 14.
Okay, so what was you doing?
Me, recording engineer.
Just recording engineer. Was that something that you kind of picked up from them?
Right, yep, exactly.
Okay, all right. So you did say you started rapping first, right? You was an artist.
Yeah, around that time, yeah, right after that, yeah, I started, you know, rapping, and you know, that didn't last long, and I just went ahead and got into the beats.
Okay, so how did you kind of shift and transition from an artist and just say, hey, I'm gonna just be behind the boards with everything?
Yeah, because where we were, there were a ton of rappers, but there weren't many producers. So I saw that lane was wide open. It was an opportunity to take advantage of the financial part and be able to provide original beats for the community.
Okay, I'm talented, I see, huh?
No doubt.
Okay, so you have worked with so many different artists, from like Wiz Khalifa, Project Pat, Juvenile, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, everybody and their mama.
Right,
so what kind of creative space do you actually be in to say, hey, like I got this beat for this artist? Like how do you kind of depict what beat goes to somebody?
All right, so like for real, like usually when you try to premeditate it like that, it never works like that.
Okay.
Like in my situation, it's always the beat that I really don't like, or a beat that I'm about to throw away. And somehow I just end up sending it out, and I'm like, dang, y'all picked this shit. The beat that I had in mind for a certain artist, it never stick to the wall for some reason.
Okay, all right. So what would you kind of say? You just send them like a group like style of like, these are the
right. Yeah, sometimes just
you know, I don't know that little backstory.
No, it's all good. No, like it just depends on the situation. Like some situations where I may be moving around a lot, I may be out in Texas somewhere, and this artist may be in Wisconsin somewhere, and I can't get to him, so I'll send the beats out then. But normally what I like to do is establish like a real genuine relationship, and we'll usually meet on pulling up with my hard drive, and we go through beats right then and there.
Okay, all right. So how would you say, or how influential that a producer is to an artist's career?
What? You know, you can't have a song without a beat to be a cappella, but you gotta have that beat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that beat. You gotta have that direction when you're recording a song. Like you can't have that yes man that's around that's gonna let you do whatever you want to do. You gotta have that person that's gonna challenge you and bring the best out of you.
Okay, so you establish those relationships, and they're gonna be believing in you. Like, all right, now,
yeah.
You on this joint.
Sure.
So in 2016, you released your own project, your compilation project called The Kingpin. So you had a mixture from like different celebrities and then also independent artists. So what are some key factors that you look into for an independent artist to put on a project?
Right. So with the independent artists, I'm looking more so for consistency, not somebody who just, hey, let me get on this project. They get on one song, then you don't hear from them again. Like I like to study their history, how long they've been at it, and what they do for themselves, and not just trying to get a free ride. So I judge you by off of how much time and energy you put into yourself along with your talent, if I'm gonna rock with you or
not. Okay, all right. So who are some independent artists that, you know, you got your eye on now that you see?
I can't say no names.
Oh, okay.
That's one thing I have to keep to myself, because it may be other people who's looking to work for me, and they be like, well, damn, man, they didn't say you feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
You'll see, it's coming like right. Mid 2021, I'll be coming out with a project, and you will see those people then.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna make sure I note that so I can go back and look.
No doubt.
Okay, so since you have like you've been in the industry for a very long time,
Right.
and you've seen how like the hip hop kind of shifted the culture in so many different ways, and so what is your take basically on artists not really signing with major labels anymore, and it's more like an independent kind of thing?
I mean, I respect the game because you want to get more for your craft. You know what I mean? Like having all these DSPs out here now, and you can just have your project uploaded in the click of a button and
Mm.
receive all your beats going through a label, and they getting over half of your money.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. So basically, I would say probably like the last year, I could see a change in like the whole music industry of how they kind of put out music. And it's like some sounds, it's like it's strictly for like social media or what's going to pop on
Right.
TikTok. Does that kind of change the way you kind of work with creating? Like, okay, this is a sound, I know it'll be popping on TikTok or something like that.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times with artists I work with, like we'll have the conversation before we do the sessions, and we establish that like, hey, I'm trying to get something that's gonna fly on TikTok. I'm trying to get something. They understand that they're gonna do a song that's gonna be short lived. It's gonna pop. It's gonna be big, but it's gonna be short lived. So they understand that. Some people request that.
Okay, all right. So, how would you describe your unique sound as a producer?
Me, I like to. My thing is I like to be original as possible and don't sound like nobody else at the same time.
Okay, all right. So, since you have worked with so many people, what are some people that's on your bucket list that you have not worked with, and you're looking forward to work with in the future?
Of course, Jay-Z. Of course, Beyonce. I like to work with people like, let's say, Music Soul Child.
Okay.
Yeah, Eric Bellinger, her. Um, Man, it's just so many. It's so many right now. Ty Dolla Sign. I haven't worked with him. Yeah, I love to work with him.
Yeah. So, since your name is Manifest, how did you actually get your name, J Manifest?
I mean, when I was young, I stayed in the dictionary or researching a whole lot. And I heard the word manifest before, but didn't know what it meant. So one day I researched it, and I was like, hey, that's me. So I just, I named myself J Manifest. I speak things into existence. Like the tongue is a powerful tool. If I speak it, it's going to happen.
Okay. Okay. So, where can everybody find you on social media to reach out? Say, if I'm a new artist and I just want you to just listen to my music and see if you like it.
That's the letter J Manifest NC. J Manifest NC. Studio booking, Legion of Music. MUZIK. Legion of Music.
Okay. All right then. Well, I want to thank you so much for just taking the time out again to just be in the music with me.
No doubt. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you.